Hello students, welcome to a video lecture on web technology and its applications. This is the course overview and these are the course outcomes. In the last class we were discussing about the listener approach of setting the event handlers. This again comes with two ways. One is the old style of registering a listener and a second one is a new style using a DOM2 approach. We'll just revise once before proceeding further, where what we are doing is we are just creating a variable to access a particular element, then adding a event handler like on click with this and assigning a statement of a JavaScript to this. So this is the way we do it. Greeting box is assigned with the return value of getting document.getElement by ID of example one element. So it is accessed through greeting box, and when you click on this is set through on click event is assigned to when this event happens. You are just displaying alert message with a string as good morning. So this is a old style of registering a listener. So in the new style what we are doing is we are making use of add event listener and attach event. So what we are doing is the first line remains same. The second line, instead of calling on click directly, what we are doing is calling the function add event listener. First parameter to the function is what is the action to what is the action should take place in order to run this particular JavaScript code. You can even call a function of JavaScript also. Here it is a simple one statement itself, that's why the code is written here itself. So click is the action, and when action is done, the reaction for that is, or a response to that is displaying alert message with a string as good morning. And another one is you are adding one more event listener to the same variable, that is when mouse is taken out of that particular variable, then your action to that is alert message again with, but the string is different, that is the goodbye. So later what you can do is you can also attach the event like this also. This style is used by the Internet Explorer 8 and higher version. So this is used by Chrome and other kind of browsers. So you can just make an observation that it also requires a coding requires a support of the browser as well in case of the web designing, right? So instead of add event listener, attach event can be used. The syntax remains same as that of the add event listener, only the changes name of the function only. What if you wanted to do something more elaborate? As I said, when you want to have a detailed functionality or a functionality is larger, what you can do is just write a new function for that. Like here you want to display the date. So you are writing a user defined function by the name display the date. You have created a variable or object by the name by calling a object new date, created new object. So alert, you are displaying that. You clicked on d.to string. You know that alert should have a string kind of parameter to this as a parameter. So you are converting this date to string method, string format, and then displaying the when you have clicked that particular button or anything. Okay. So then the way to call that is so add the listener approach to that in JavaScript is where from where it has this function is to be called as usual. You are creating a variable assigned with the return value of the document.getElement by ID. This is the element to which this event is attached, that is example 1. So the variable, further we make use of this variable itself, element.onClick, that is a old approach, is calling the function display the date. So you can just make an observation, alpha brackets are skipped here, so that is optional. If you don't have a parameters, you can call the function without the alpha brackets as well in case of JavaScript. So the other approach, that is the listener approaches, you can just make use of a add event listener with the variable, or else you can just use the other way. What is the other way? Attach event for the Internet Explorer 8. So add event listener, the kind of action on which it has to be activated is click. The function to be called is written here. So this is the change. Right here we had a direct JavaScript statement, whereas here you are called to a function where a detailed functionality is defined by a user defined function by the name display the date, which is written in as which is defined by the user in the JavaScript part. Okay, so this is how you can make use of a listener approach here. So the alternative way to that shown in the previous example is to use an anonymous function, that is one without a name also. How to use it without a name, that we will see. We are just calling on click equal to, we had called here the name of the function. Here it is anonymous way. You can just say function, some function has to be called. The remaining all remain same. You are writing a function here itself, right? The function has to be defined here in front of that line itself. So this is not serving the purpose to a greater extent, but it avoids creating a new function. Okay. So this example illustrates about how to avoid creation of a new function definition somewhere else. The function can be defined there itself. So let us look into event object. No matter which type of event we encounter, whether it's a click, move, hover, focus, all are DOM event objects, and event handlers are associated with them, can access it, manipulate them. Typically we see these events passed to the function handler as a parameter named E. There are several options available, like bubbles, cancelable and prevent default. If an event bubbles property is set to true, then there must be an event handler in place to handle the event, or it will bubble up to its parent and trigger that event handler. Cancelable property is also a boolean value, whether it is true or not. It indicates whether the event can be cancelled or not. Prevent default is a cancelable default action for an event, whether it can be stopped or stopped using the prevent default method. So we will see the details of this now. So this example illustrates about how to prevent the default behavior of any particular event. Say for example, you want to prevent the default behavior of a submit button. Like say the function we have called, you can give any name for the function. Submit button clicked, certain event is passed to this, parameter is passed to this. If e dot cancelable, if it is a cancelable one, then you are preventing the default one. So you might have observed that preventing a default behavior is whenever you click on a submit button, data is submitted to the server file which is mentioned in the action attribute of the form, right? So now you want to prevent that, you don't want to submit it by default. So this is how you can cancel it. So it is cancelled, and you can attach some other functionality to that submit button when it is clicked. So that is possible. So mainly now we will see different types of events, like mouse events, which are supported by W3C, mouse events, keyboard events, form events, and frame events. So this frame events is not encourageable because frames are not suggested to use by later versions of the or recent versions of the HTML. So mainly we look into practically mouse, keyboard, and form events are very frequently used events with the JavaScript. So with the mouse we are able to see all these events. On click, on DBL click, that is double click, on mouse down, that is when you have pressed a mouse button, you are not released it. So mouse up when you have left it, on mouse over when you have just placed the cursor over it, on mouse out when you have taken the cursor out of that, on mouse move when you have just taken placed a cursor over that and taken it outside. So I hope on mouse on click is involved with the two actions, on mouse down and up, right? On click is completed when you click and release it, right? When you just click and not relieved it, it is on mouse down. When you have relieved, then it becomes a on mouse up event. So the keyboard events are on key down, when you press a key, key press is made up of two events further, key down and key up, similar to mouse down and mouse up. Okay. We will see the examples on these events in the next video lecture. Thank you.